Hey, welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're no stranger, welcome back. Peace and blessings. Holla. First time in a long time having a corned beef. Well, you guys, in my last video I told you that my life has been a mess, and it has been hectic, and it has been a disaster, and it has been everything that you can imagine other than good. But I'm back on this Monday, sitting in my car on my break that I normally record videos. I didn't choose to eat this break because I wanted to get on here and deliver a message, because I'm feeling refreshed. I feel like I closed a chapter in my life yesterday, and this is a new chapter. This is to a new chapter. Cheers to a new chapter. I don't know. I feel like I'm addicted to these now. I drink these every single morning now, and I went on a break from pop for like months, and it's like I just been drinking these like every morning now. And I decided back in December I was going to make a YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel was going to be about like dealing with the struggles I was going through. And I didn't know what the struggles I was going through or anything until when I went to the doctor March 5th, and everything came into like the light of, or I had my answers for everything that I was going through. So usually every year around the holidays, like the most important holidays, or the holidays I love the most, which is like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I usually fall into this type of depression. And I fall into a depression because I think of the times that I used to have with my family that is no longer around. I mean, like, they're still around, but they're not present in my life. Like, and I think about those times, and I think of like, God, I remember how it used to be. So I created this channel like back in December, and my first video, it was like 6 minutes long, and I was just like blasting my family. And I was like, I had the video up for a day, and I was like, no, that's not what my channel is going to be about. But that's originally why I started my YouTube channel, because I wanted YouTube to be an outlet, because I know it's plenty other people out here in this world that's dealing with these family issues, and they don't have anyone to talk to. So since I've been dealing with this, I've been with my husband for about 6 years, and when my husband came into my life, a lot of things started to look up, because he came into my life with a family that cared about each other, and I was dealing with my family who just all went their separate ways, and it's like we don't even know each other anymore. I mean, of course, when we see each other, we talk and we speak, but it's like, how often do we see each other? And then it's like, if I speak to this family member, will this family member get mad? Or, you know, it's a big mess. And after a while, you eventually get sick of the tug of war. So that's the reason why I started my YouTube channel, because I wanted to reach out to people and tell people you are not alone, and don't feel bad, and don't look at yourself like you're weird. Because sometimes I wonder, like, I go around, I smile all day, and I hide a lot of my emotions, and I don't really tell people what's going on unless it's somebody that I feel like I'm comfortable enough talking to about. And now I'm like, it's time to let the world know that we all have issues, and some people mask it and some people don't. And I have learned to mask my feelings so much that nobody could really tell. But this past year, it hit me so hard. I would sit at work and I would just cry, and cry for no reason. If I hear a certain song, I would think about this family member, I would cry. It's a sad feeling to be living like this. Like, you feel like you have it all with your extended family, or your family that you married into, and it's still not good enough. And I've came to realization that sometimes things is just what it is. Or I like, I think I came to my peace once I called one person in my family, well, maybe a couple of months ago, and I called. I mean, I miss the person, but it's like I called just to check on her, and she gave me a welcoming vibe. So ever since she gave me that welcoming vibe, I was like, okay, that's one chip knocked off my shoulder. But that was the main one. And that's what got me like, now instead of blasting my family the way I would have, or blasting that family member, I'll just think about the good times and just be happy that I still can call that family member up and we can talk like nothing ever happened. But being that I've been going through these issues, sometimes I write. And I wrote a little something to describe my family in a nutshell, and the beginning to the end. And the more I write, better I feel about myself. But even after I wrote this like a couple of days ago, I started to feel sick instantly. So I was wondering, like, should I even post this? Should I even get on the camera and read what I wrote? But I feel like it's somebody out there that needs to hear it, because I know it's just not me who dealt with these family issues that still bother you to this day, but you pretend. And even when you're going through like some kind of family argument or fight, you talk like they don't matter to you. But once it's over, you know deep down it's like, God, I done brought out the ugly side. They probably will never talk to me again. But the poem is called A Day Behind. A day behind, I woke up today and pressed rewind. I reminisced calling my grandma and everything was fine. One was cancer free and the other loved me. Why can't we go back to the days we were a family? Caesarland trips, my cousins holding me on their hips. Nights filled with laughter. Everything was captured. Rapping, singing, and performing. Those were the days that family were important. Auntie and uncle cookouts, the days before there were jack boys and lookouts. That moment when I questioned, how could I ever trust a friend? Where I thought my life began, it quickly came to an end. I wonder if you heard this, would it affect you? Even a tad. These are the memories I had before it all went bad. Now, I wrote that like in a couple seconds, just sitting at my desk, just thinking. And this was my whole family history, just came to me just like that. And this was what happened. This is where, when it was good, and as you listen to the story, you'll see when it became bad. And this is the trickle effect. I mean, some of you guys like who ruined the family or whatever, I still wonder to this day, do it affect you? Or is it just affecting me? Like, this stuff affect me so much that I'm the kind of person, I'll be cool with a lot of people, but I don't call people my friends, because the trust was broken as a child. And it took me this long, I'm now 29, to realize it affected me so much that I can't even form relationships with new people I meet, because I'm always in the back of my head wondering, what will this person do to betray me? And the more I talk about it and the more I write, I come to the realization that that's no good for me to not ever give newcomers in my life a chance. But this is my testimony, and this is what I've been dealing with for all of my life. And I never knew what it was until a doctor told me that I was depressed. And the same time she told me I was depressed, she told me I was pregnant. So you can just imagine how I took the news of being pregnant. Most of the times people are happy to find out they're pregnant, but I was a train wreck. The doctor sat there and looked at me, just was like, like couldn't even believe it. But this is my story, and since March 5th, I've been dealing with even more issues. But I mean, I just want to get on the camera and be transparent with my viewers and let you guys know what's really been going on with me and why I've took a step back from the camera, because I have to get my life in order, because it's just so much going on that this depression is taking over me. But I am feeling better, and I will not claim to be depressed. I'm just telling you what the doctor told me I was. And I didn't even know it all of these years, all of these feelings that I have. And when I finally spoke to a professional about it, they told me it was depression and anxiety. Certain words trigger my anxiety. Certain things trigger my depression. So I'm coming to you today as a person who have overcame depression, and I will no longer claim to be depressed. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, feel free to talk to me, because I am great at giving advice to others. Sometimes I just don't take my own. I mean, I've had so much advice coming from good people in my life. Sometimes it just all starts to sound like the same, and you don't want to hear it anymore. And then you hear from somebody else. When you start to think you're crazy, then somebody else tell you, no, you're not crazy. You're dealing with issues from your past that you never let go. So today, I'm letting go and I'm letting God, I think. Pray for me.